And once again, I want you all to join us on the journey. Well, we started a little bit late because of some technical difficulties, but nevertheless, we're here and we're sorry about that. We're really sorry about that. But we're here, and as you can see, the show has had a name change. We're no longer known as the Weekly Dose of Sports. We're now known as Sports Frenzy. And for those who are wondering why the name changed, come on, man, it's way more catchy. You just roll off the tongue, so it's easier for everyone. So again, thanks to everyone that has been on the journey, and we look forward to having you on board throughout this entire year. That being said, tonight we have with us the controversial one, the Manchester United supporter, Shaky Shakes. We also have the man who is saying that Arsenal is back, Sherwin, otherwise known as Bones, in the building.
Yeah.
And we have the statistician, Jason, in the building once again.
Yeah.
And as you can see, the Liverpool man who is not so bossy right now, but he's still here. First show of the year. Demo in the building again.
Big up
Also,
yourself.
we have Romario in the building tonight again, the Tottenham supporter. And for the first time, we have one of the biggest supporters of the show, Kyle Uncle, in the building, a Manchester United supporter. Welcome, guys. How y'all doing? How's
Great,
the new year
great.
treating y'all?
Good so far, good so far.
So, guys, we saw a lot of action taking place in the EPL over the past weekend. I can say that some were surprising to some people, while some were expected. Um, let's start it off with the first match that took place over the weekend schedule, and we saw Everton taking on West Ham. Shakes,
All
how
right,
you
so
saw that one?
Everton, yeah man, Everton versus West Ham. Um, boy, last week, firstly, let me say, last week there were 12 goals overall in that match week. Watching the match on Saturday, it wasn't good. It was not a good sight, right? For starters, um, I believe Everton, they were very lethargic in their approach to the game. They just weren't up for it. West Ham, they were trying to push, but just could not come up with the kind of end product that we needed for them to get a goal until um, it was Aaron Cresswell that ended up miss-hitting a shot that landed to Soucek in the 86th minute that resulted in a goal. That was the only highlight to really talk about for that entire match. There was just nothing to the game. I think both teams, quote unquote, were tired. Not much energy, so it was really one chance taken on the day, resulting in a win for West Ham.
Um, Demo, how you saw that one?
Yo, mega tell everybody, Zine. But I just want to talk about one game tonight. You see this? This me depend right now. New Year, like me not really my youth. Me not remember nothing. I do not remember anything. Everything black out of my head right now.
No pressure him,
See?
Levan. No
So
pressure him.
just make me relax till the Liverpool game come and thaw out, and then me can't, my youth. Honestly,
No, man, take a shot, my brother. Take a shot.
my just make somebody else to the game now.
Take a shot,
Honestly,
man. It's
man.
easy if you do like me and drink some water.
No, me no, brother, me no want no water, brother. Honestly. Big up Suchek. That's all me can say. Big up
Why?
Suchek.
Yeah, this is so funny. But to answer the quest, right? Not quest. Next fixture, we give this one to Kyle Uncle. Man United against Aston Villa. Kyle.
Yeah, boy, that match there is rough still, cause Grealish going terrible. But Pogba putting on a show. I guess say I go to a different club or more and a club that attractive team. So make sure I play him best, which nothing is wrong with. No, really appreciate it. But hope him can stay fit because trust me, if him can stay fit with Maguire and I see consistency in the defense because we're improving, right? Then we can go far away, right? Decision makings again for Man United, right? Some simple passes where man a shoot, where man could have pass, right? But our strikers are young, them young, so with age coming more experience and knowledge. So I kill them for that. But the Aston Villa game, everyone, when I say everyone, right? Liverpool, Chelsea, everybody is a peg Aston Villa to beat us, right? Um, but as you know, never say that Ole, I heard he has new personnel to his coaching staff. I heard that Rai Keane and Giggs are there and
Well,
right. So
well, it's not
yes.
really they haven't been added as coaches, It's just like
Oh, I was reading
advisor.
it today still. I
So
remember what I
advisor to
said.
the players.
That's even a credible source. I think it's Daily Mail. Not sure if
Incredible,
I
man.
can even follow them. Right, but I see improvement. What me really I beat my side about still, right, is chances. Like Man United create a lot of chance, like a lot of chances, and if them they only have finished half of the chances, I guarantee you they're probably at the top of the table right now. But I say them young, right, and with experience, hopefully some of them can learn from Cavani, learn from other players, right, coming in. The coaching staff help them. So hopefully, yeah. But Aston Villa game, really, I love the matches still,
All right,
especially performance from Pogba and Bay. I swear, never
all right.
expect that.
Jason,
Well, I got always reference people to the hashtag 26. I give you one cash back number for buying a man. 26 for me is significant for three separate reasons where Manchester United is concerned. Um, Out of the last 10 games, United have amassed 26 points out of available 30, dropping points to Leicester and Man City within that 10-game span. There is nobody at any point this season on any 10-game run that has amassed more than that 26 points this season. Also, United, we have played 16 games this season and we have gotten 10 wins. It took us 26 games to win 10 to get 10 wins last season. So that in itself is a marked improvement based on what we are trying to achieve. So Shire under Ole United like had 66 points last season and the season before. This season already we are halfway there already after 16 games with 33. So overall it shows that there is improvement that has been made. And the last reason why 26 is important is that 26 days from now, United are going to come up against the real title challengers. I'm sure Bones will agree when they play Arsenal on the 30th of January. So, yeah, man.
all right.
With, with, with,
Finish
with
up, Jason.
relation with relation to the game itself, um, I mean, it both sides showed industry trying to win the game. It was an attacking clinic. Jack Grealish, you know, man, the man is just on a different world right now. Yet people are talking about Zaha and Palace, but Grealish is just too good for Aston Villa. He was very, very good on the day. There will be a lot of contention as well. I know Dean Smith came out about the penalty and Pogba tripping himself, but I mean, there was contact, so it was a penalty in my opinion. And everything. If we big up man of the match, Eric Bailly with that last ditch tackle that was literally throwing his body on the line. And I don't know if Wan Bissaka was reading the papers about our links to Max Aarons, but another assist for him. I think that's his third assist now to Martial specifically out of the 5 assists that he's had for Manchester United. Adding to the combination that they did against Chelsea and
Greetings,
Sheffield.
greetings.
Sheffield. So overall, it was a very, very good performance by both teams, but a very much more important result for United.
And you celebrate like you win the league.
Brother, go easy, man. You said the camaraderie the man them
Na,
farm.
na,
I want to you, go
na,
easy,
na,
man. But, alright.
You see
Shakes.
the players that die for billion, you know?
Shakes, your take?
Yeah, Manu, definitely improvement within the team. But when you think about it, where we were, like it couldn't have gotten any worse. So it was only uphill from where we were from last season. So yes, he's correct in that we have half the points that we accumulated last season from far less games right now. So that's a significant stride. I believe in terms of the camaraderie in the team, that's much better this year. Uh, in terms of Paul Pogba, that was one of his best games in a long time,
Hold
right?
on, Shakes.
Um,
Hold on, Shakes. Sir, tell me that it was Paul Pogba, the auditioner.
Yeah, so maybe he's looking for a new club, as Jason said. Maybe you never know. Yeah. Lastly about Man U now, in terms of, I know that a lot of persons might get up and clown Man U in terms of the whole celebration that they did at the end. But let me tell you something. You see, in a season like this where you have points like the teams are dropping points when you don't expect them to drop points. You see those 2 points come the end of the season, you might very well look back on that one block, right? And say, oh, but guess what? Those 2 points were so critical. You know why? Because guess what? If Man U beats Liverpool to the title, just remember that Aston
That's
Villa
it here.
beat Liverpool, right?
Jesus Christ. Here we go. Here we
Right?
go.
Listen, remember, it's a 38 game season. So everybody can actually sit down and analyze
You
every
need to
game,
remember that
Oh,
says a 38 game season.
Gentlemen,
You.
gentlemen, stop the interruption. Let the man finish his
right?
point.
okay.
So you're going to sit down and analyze every single game. The same way teams are going to look back on games that they lose or draw and say, oh, well, we should have won that game. We should have been more clinical in that game. So if you're looking on the negatives, when you're assessing a game, then you also have to look on the positive. And that big positive was that, guess what? It saved us dropping 2 points to go level on points with Liverpool. And look on it now. Liverpool lost their game today. So we now have a game in hand, right? And we are on the same point. So for me, that's something major.
Alright, I'm not leaving out our commenters because I see every one of them commenting, and thanks for tuning in. And here's Rakisha, they saying that only Arsenal and Liverpool fans would be be acting like that.
So can I ask a question?
Go ahead, boss.
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 Manchester United fans here on the channel. Are all of you guys telling me that you're in for the title?
Absolutely not.
So
You
just
are
Shakes are the only one who has said that. We just want to get it clear.
We're just taking it one step at a time.
No, but we just want sure say it's just Shakes alone. If a Shakes alone, it's fine.
Nothing is wrong with having a little ambition. Why can't we go into this for the title?
So are you saying you're going to
Like,
win the
we just have to
title?
treat it like just have to treat it like we're at the bottom of the table. I only need 3 points every
Right.
single game. Right?
Boss, I
Correct,
have
boss.
come out and put my neck on the block and say Liverpool going back to back. I want to know from Manchester United fans, are you guys winning the
All right,
title?
so
Not
Demo, let me
one.
tell you something. Let me tell you something about the Man U fans, right? Them not brave like me. So that is why you're not hearing them speak up and say, oh, Man U going to win the league, right? Look at my name, Man United to upset the world in 2021. There's only one significant title that Man U can win in 2021, and that's the league title.
Okay. All right. I just want to get it clear.
Alright, so let's move on. Next fixture, we saw Tottenham getting a 3-0 win over Leeds United, in which I somewhat expected this because Leeds defense
What defense?
Well, but I'm gonna give that to the Spurs one, Romario.
All right, first of all, Leeds United does not have a defense. They're made up of 10 dribblers, really good ball dribblers. It was a really good game to watch, and as I said on the previous show, the result of this game was dependent on how Tottenham approached the game, meaning that defensive play and counter-attacking would not have given Tottenham a positive result. But Jose knew that, and he went out and just attacked the game from the beginning. Leeds United had some really good chances at the beginning for the first 10 or 15 minutes, and then after that it was Tottenham. Conceded Leeds conceded a penalty, which in my opinion was not a penalty. It was outside the box. To me, however, it was contact, and if it was inside, it would have been a penalty. All in all, Leeds try their best to play their brand of football, keep on attacking as they always try to do. But Tottenham also kept on attacking as well. And the midfield battle was crucial, in which Højbjerg was really good. Højbjerg bossed the midfield along with Ndombele. And I think the first goal was a giveaway. The second goal that Harry Kane passed the ball to Son was the one previously by Højbjerg in the midfield. And he just passed it to Kane. And once Kane have it, who is looking for it. After the game, Son said that it's something that they have where as long as Kane has the ball, he just know that he should run into space. And as long as he does that, he will pass it to him. And it was a really good goal. The third goal was a header by Alderweireld by a corner. Any half-decent goalkeeper probably would have saved that. But in my opinion, it was a mistake by the goalkeeper. But it was low and hard. And in the end, it was a good header from Alderweireld and deserved it. All in all, a good result for us and forward onward.
Alright, I can say something, Romario. Now I say this to you directly. Tell Moynihan to stop watch out Bruno. The kid score a penalty in the match and the man still a complain both sides and penalty mandate. Man score over 10 goals in a season. Majority of consists of penalty. Tell man to stop watch out the side.
He's not telling a lie, it is the truth.
Them to stop watch my side, man. You know why Mourinho keep on complaining? Tottenham wanted Bruno Fernandes. Guess what? Tottenham didn't get Bruno Fernandes. It's not the first man to complain about him. So tell man to stop watch your side, man.
I know him are the only manager complain about Man U this week.
Hold on, man. No, nobody say we so reach there, man. We so reach there because him turn a little wine in Brasco, so reach there. Next match we saw Crystal Palace with sending another nail into Cresswell coffin, although that man will be there until they get relegated.
Yes, that's the game.
Shakes, no say I like Cresswell, but you know say tonight
Listen,
a Bones night. Hold on, man. Tonight is Bones night, man.
Oh no, I was just saying I should have walked with a hammer, to nail it in the coffin for you.
Honestly, me can't see the reason why a man as manager struggled this bad and in a disposition and still having job. Honestly, me just cannot see through it. Me no care what you want to do in the past. There is nothing greater than staying in the Premier League. Whether you're staying there by half a point, whether you're staying there by 1 point, the greatest thing is if we compare what Aston Villa did last season by just scraping through in staying in the league, and we look at where they are now in the league, then the greatest thing has to be staying in the league. And the position that Sheffield United is in right now is that with this manager at the helm, they won't be able to stay in the league. Nothing is going their way, right? And what we have to look at, people might be saying that oh yeah, they still have a few winnable games. But if you're not going to beat Crystal Palace, who is struggling, who are you going to beat? Crystal Palace is struggling. You understand? And on top of that, the teams that are in front of you, the team that is actually Which position would that be now? 17th? No, not 17th. The team that is just above the relegation zone, right? They are pulling away ahead of you. They are pulling away from you. So it's becoming more and more difficult, right, for you to catch that team. So for me, I don't business about Crystal about Sheffield United anymore. I hope they finish with the lowest points in the league history, to be honest. If you ask me, but Crystal Palace deserve their victory. If you ask me,
It
What
will
happened?
Fred Zaha boss this game and Eze coming on the score.
I was just about to ask yourself, how you not mentioning Eze,
The
because to
goal of
me
the
Eze
season.
ran the show.
That is the goal of the season so far.
Agreed.
Winning the what they call it, push cash award next year,
Puskas.
whatever it is. That goal is a firm candidate for that award.
Yeah, man. Well, it's similar to your boy son.
So yes, it's very similar, very
Mm.
very similar to that goal. However, Zaha was really the enforcer on the day, just ripping up the left side of Sheffield United,
Mm.
and they had no chance back into that game.
All right, next fixture we saw a goal score fest down at the American Express Stadium where we saw Brighton join 3-3 with Wolves. Demo,
How that game ended again?
3-3.
Okay.
All right, so like I think I was the only one who came on the live and predicted this game to end in a draw. I think I said 2-2 for this game to end 2-2, and I thought it was a very exciting game. It's like Wolves just, even though they're missing Jimenez, they have that fight in that game per se, that game specifically, and it's like you can't get Neto out of the game. He's just continuing to be a presence for them. What's the forward who them have?
Oh, Fabio
The
Silva.
Fabio Silva. Yeah, I mean him young and thing, and you can see him not fully ready, and he's trying to fill the boots. But Adama Traore, I thought he's getting back into form.
I was just about to ask you that. How comes you're not mentioning that Traore turned Dan Burn into a cone? Yo,
Yeah.
the man of Dan Burn been eating
Yes,
ends
so
up all day.
yeah, that's why I mentioned him, because he hasn't been the same this season. But for this game specifically, man, Dan Burn, he was having a shocker. I think he gave away the penalty like for a
On goal as
good
well.
20 minutes. It was like the Dan Burn show of calamity. The penalty, the
The
own
own
goal,
goal.
and
Yeah.
I think he missed a header. That because he's so tall, you think that he'd be able to score. But Brighton, like I said, it's just a lot of huff and puff, and games that you think that they'll be able to win, they end up not winning, and Wolves will take a point and move, but for Brighton, it's not a good point for them. They need to start winning games.
All right, one question, Demon. Brighton have this young striker. His name is Zikiri.
Yeah,
What do you make of him?
he's very energetic. That's all I can say. I don't know how much quality he possesses, but he's very sprightly, energetic. He runs the channels well. Technically, he seems very sound, but I don't know in terms of his finishing capabilities how would I rate him yet, because that's the first time I've seen him.
Actually, they bought him from.
Lausanne.
Yeah, man. I know it was Lausanne, but I'm trying to remember when it was. He's just getting minutes now, and they're saying that they expect big things from him, because remember that as he came on, that was when Brighton actually won the penalty.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I think it was from his knockdown or his play that Marpe got the ball and that then it was false. So it seems a decent prospect. See where that goes on. But Wolves desperately need a win. Brighton desperately needs a win. Something needs to give.
Yeah, Brighton more so than Wolves though.
And then with that, we're moving to the next fixture where we saw West Brom being outclassed by
Jeez.
Arsenal is back. Some beautiful football by Emily Smith Rowe and Bukayo Saka. Bones.
so
I will mute my mic. Hold on.
since my boy Mr. Smith Rowe has joined the party, That's been 3 games, 8 goals, one against. See? This is what we've been calling for from the time we have been struggling. We're calling for a natural. We were calling for a natural player who who would create chances for the team, and that's what the youngster, 20-year-old Smith Roy, has done. It was a good game. Saka's the second goal, man. Wow, it's like I was watching Arsenal again. I was finally watching Arsenal again. That second goal, the movement, the slick passing, everything was just perfect. And Tierney for me is proving his worth at Arsenal.
Man, happy.
He's coming
But
into his
focus,
own.
focus.
He's coming into his own. He scored a beautiful goal. Oh my God. All I can say from here is that since as everybody is so overly confident on what is not going to become a reality, I can say categorically clear on the fortnight of 2021 that Arsenal will not lose another game in 2021. Since as everybody is overly confident with everything that they've been saying, Arsenal will not lose another game in 2021. Since as Man U can beat
Oh
Liverpool to the
my
title
god.
or beat City to the title, let me come out and say that
Talk true.
Arsenal will beat Manchester City to the title this season.
Talk truth.
Yeah, since
Hold on,
since as
hold on,
I saw
hold
it,
on. Buns,
since as I saw it.
buns,
Mhm. Okay,
buns.
all right. You want me finish?
Have this.
You want me finish?
Have
You,
this.
you want me finish?
Me
Yeah?
say have this, boss man.
I think I want me finish, brother. Yeah?
Brother.
Since as I saw
Man.
it. But yeah, it was a beautiful game. We needed that. We needed three on the bounce. Now we have 2 home games. I think we can probably go 5. Um, and that puts us at 29 points. And if that puts us at 29 points, you can't really count us out of top 4 this season if we get the next 6 points. You understand? So it has been rough, but we're fixing it. We have handed over the baton now to Chelsea, so they can now accept the baton there. So and it's just the state of the league. It's just the state of the league this season. You understand? You have ups and you have downs. Every team have got through it this season. And if you look
All
at the
right,
league,
buns,
every single
buns.
team have got
Can
You're
can can
giant
I can,
fourth.
can, can I say something? I,
yes.
I honestly believe that Arsenal will challenge for the title.
No, Arsenal will finish in top 4.
You're giant fourth in a bones. No worry yourself.
No, yeah, me know me grind for it. Let me see it today.
I be hear people say them giant first.
Twin
Yeah,
shades,
but
don't worry yourself, man. But
overall, yeah, it was a good performance, and Arsenal really, really like desperately needed this, and we got it, and hopefully we can just kick on from here. Yeah,
all right. Jason, what
but
you
that's
make of the
about it.
match?
Me, I think Smith Rowe, especially him since he came in, he's been very good. But I think Arsenal fans need to also, kind of dampen their excitement up because I see not Bones, but I see some people going as far as trying to compare Smith Rowe to Bruno Fernandes, and I want that to stop now.
Who do that?
I want that to stop now. They are Arsenal fans who are
Really,
among
me know them I
um,
compare him to.
that that I have seen some very weird opinions in my lifetime, but this is just taking the cake. But overall, it was a very good performance. I agree with Bones that the second goal was just typical Arsenal, liquid football, and me pick up him boy Saka, who have the second most goal involvements from last season for a teenager, behind of course our very own Mason Greenwood. Um, but for all those who hampering, including Bones himself, for Chris Wilder to get the sack. Now you can see the drawback of changing coaches. It doesn't necessarily fix everything because West Brom actually look worse to me under Sam Allardyce
Mm.
than they were before. West Brom conceded like what 12 goals away from home in the first 6 away games. Um, Earlier this season. Now they've conceded 12 already since Sam Allardyce came in. So that just goes to show that changing managers is not necessarily the answer. But a good result for Arsenal. But a 3 relegation candidates MP still, so they need to calm down.
But what I also want to point out is that after the match, I saw Ozil came out and he was giving a lot of props to Smith Rowe. He was saying Arsenal needed a number 10 and there's a number 10.
Shots fired.
But
But not true.
Dimo, remember from the first show that we had, there was this man called Matt's Problem. The man
Yeah.
still have a Matt's Problem because the man says 6 West Brom are getting a brother.
Yeah.
Even when Arsenal leading 4-0. I think it was around what? In the 70th minute.
Mm-hmm.
The man work it out and say, Arsenal got score a goal 12.5 minutes.
Yeah, man.
Goal
Yeah,
in
man.
12.5 minutes. Brother, I was like,
Yeah, so wrong with him.
Not true, man. Not true. You did see the comments.
but all right, with that we move on from Arsenal because again, relegation side. But we now move on to Newcastle versus Leicester, where we saw Leicester getting a 2-0 victory. James Madison with beauty.
2-1.
2-1.
Demo.
Leicester Newcastle, no 2-1 that in.
Yeah, man, Leicester 1-2-1.
Okay, yeah. I think you said 2-0. Like I always thought, I think all of us predicted Leicester to beat Newcastle because they just have a stronger squad and like I said, the fact that Leicester didn't get all the points from the game that they had before was because they rested Jamie Vardy and Brendan Rodgers they try rotate and he played Iheanacho and it messed up stuff. But for this game, Leicester just ooze class. They went 2-0 up and I think they pretty much cruised that game. I mean, tied to challengers, no, but they will finish in between 5 and 6 somewhere there. So and it's good to see Andy Carroll getting on the score sheet. I'm sure Jason know how long since he has scored for Newcastle. I don't really remember it off at the top
All
of
right,
my head.
Demo. I saw a stat earlier on today that between Andy Carroll goals for Newcastle is the last time he scored into this one. Donald Trump has made over 56,000 tweets on Twitter.
Yes, because the last time Andy Carroll scored for Newcastle was 2010.
Yeah, so
Like this-
basically 11 years.
You're serious?
So, I mean, it was.
Yeah.
I mean, but that Tillemans, brilliant player, man, and he took
Yeah,
his goal brilliantly. So,
Yeah.
I mean, good for Leicester. They keep pace with the top, but we all know Brendan Rodgers will choke after a while. But good win for him. Expected win for them.
All right, Kyle. Newcastle Leicester.
Newcastle Leicester. What did you want Newcastle win that match still, Yeah, look for Colomul, so guys. I want no pressure from Leicester City, to be honest. No pressure from Leicester City. But that's the Premier League. Unpredictable. Brandon Rodgers are going to for going with, so yeah, complaints. I'll take overtake,
All right.
Yeah,
Chicks.
complain at all.
Yeah, man. Leicester, they played well. They played well in that game. They should have been probably 3-0 up. Before Newcastle got that consolation. And it was just a consolation because even after they got that goal in the 82nd minute, I believe, or 81st minute, they really never created another significant chance to even win the game. So the scoreline doesn't really reflect what happened on the day where they were just totally outclassed by Leicester.
Yeah,
Bones?
because Leicester.
Bones?
Yeah.
Same Newcastle Leicester.
Newcastle Leicester.
Hold on. Gentlemen, focus, please.
Yes.
Stop being distracted, man, because I don't want to be repeating the same thing over and over. So now focus on the thing and
Not that.
go ahead now.
Not really in that figure, but Leicester was expected to win the game, and they did. They were comfortable until Andy Carroll scored. Then 2-1 becomes a little bit and comfortable. But they were expected to win and they got the victory. So there's nothing much there to really talk about. Let me do one thing there to talk about. Sorry, my bad. Shit. I just realized the game that I'm talking about. Those two Leicester City goals, they were world class. Absolutely world class. Madison goal, world class. With the next youth goal, I remember my name.
Tillemans.
Pyramid, world class. Like there's no way you score two world class goals in one game to win a game. Honestly to God, it was absolutely brilliant. Loved it. Honestly.
All right, sir.
Alright,
Me
boss
just,
man.
me, me just want to point out something, Um, and I guess this I got emphasize just how much of a choker Brendan Rodgers actually is, because the Omens are looking good for Leicester this season. No, Leicester have won 7 of their first 9 away games this season. As we talked on previous lives how well how good the away form is. No, that is the 19th different time in Premier League history that a team has won at least 7 of their first 9 away games. At no point before that did that team finish outside of the top four out of all of the previous 18. No, additionally, 50% of those 18, so at least 9 out of those 18 actually went on to win the league. So I'm going to see where Brendan goes from here.
We all know where he's going.
Alright, but Demo, one thing that I need to point out is that Brendan Rodgers came out and he stated that Leicester is here to stay and they will challenge. They are not like some teams that can spend 50, 60, and 70 million players, but they will always be up there.
So what am I trying to do? Like show shots? Listen to me. We all know the position Leicester City were in with Brendan Rodgers last season. Glued on for top four. And and people are going to say, oh, they got injuries to main players and da da da. Brendan Rodgers was the cause of them not finishing the top four. It was between you guys, Manchester United and Leicester, to see who made top four, right? And then they beat Manchester United beat them and they were solid for top four throughout the whole season, and then him choke. Just typical him. Choke with Liverpool, choke with Leicester City.
Liverpool
Alright.
wasn't good fault.
Yes, it was.
Alright, so with that being said, we now move on to what was touted as being the fixture of the weekend, in which turned out to be a one-sided fixture. Chelsea won, Man City 3. Man City went up, 3-0 within less than 35 minutes. Start with Shakes.
Boy, Frank. You remember when I said last week, if you're trying to be frank with Frank?
Yeah, man, I remember, man.
No, for me, Frank Lampard, right? Boy, they used to clone Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, right? But boy, Frank, I don't know. Frank need to go in the book, probably study some more to actually learn some more before he tries to become a top manager. It's not working out for Frank at Chelsea at all, right? I know that because he's their old boy and one of the fan favorite from a long time. They might want to stick with him, but I know that right now Abramovich have that axe waiting because you have managers in the wings. You have Max Allegri. You have
Thomas
Thomas
Tuchel,
Tuchel, right? I even saw
Lucien
Brendan
Favre.
Rodgers' name in the mix, right? I found that very surprising, but I saw his name in the mix. But boy, that game. If you're going to say something about the game, it was men against boys. It was a training session. It was footballers playing against cones because that's all the Chelsea players were, cones on the field, right? Last week I said that. Listen, you see, many times you can't keep a man in your team for industry. I heard a lot of people talking about, oh man, I've whole heap of goals, assists, even though I've yet to even seen that on the stat sheet. I'm not going to call his name, right? But overall, the entire team was bad, right? And I believe the team is actually becoming a true reflection of the manager in that he does not know what he's doing. If your manager does not know what he's doing, it's only going to end up coming out on the field of play, because nobody can come to me and tell me that Frank is doing some amazing job in training and then Chelsea comes on the field and look totally abysmal, right?
Rubbish.
As I said, it was footballers versus cones. If I were to give a score line after that game went 3-0 up, it should have been a cricket score. And
Exactly.
it's basically like Guardiola tell the men to ease up and nobody embarrass them anymore. Because, my God, when you talk about horrible, they were horrible. Bones mentioned something earlier, right? And I said to myself, it's as if Arsenal have given Chelsea coronavirus because they just slow, lethargic, and don't know what they're doing. So Arsenal has basically shifted up a gear, because remember, they were horrible.
Yeah, true.
There was nothing else for Arsenal to do other than go down into the actual relegation zone, but it was obviously upward momentum based on where they were. But when you look on Chelsea now, my God, ever since they played Arsenal other day, them catch COVID and just walking at a very, 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 very slow pace. And I like it as a Man U fan, right? And I want them keep Frank, so
To
that
be
Hey,
frank, huh? Hold on,
hey,
shakes. Hold on, shakes. I'm not hearing you now. But what I'm saying, shakes. You're saying that to be frank, they must keep Frank.
yes, keep
hey,
him, keep him,
hey,
keep him.
Okay,
hey,
and we'll now move on to Bones. Bones, what do you make of the match?
hey. I love Frankwell Lampard, man. Frankwell Lampard is the best. It's like the man come at Emirates the other day and just say, Arsenal, come give me all of your bad luck what you have for the last 3 weeks or 4 weeks. Um, Trust me. Couple things. One, I think Brendan Rodgers is actually Ad's favorite to become Chelsea manager. However, I think the club made a statement today that Roman is actually going to give Frank Lampard a chance to save his job before he actually acts him. But me have to touch a French baller them when we get a chance when we not talk about Arsenal. Zin, Jesus have mercy. This was the worst game Missy Kante played in a
Yep.
long time. It was the worst game. The man can't control a ball. The man can't pass a ball. The man can't make a tackle. Yo, it was embarrassing for the man. I tell you the whole God truth. And if you ask me, Frank Lampard is not the manager to bring this youthful Chelsea side forward. He's just not the manager to bring. It's $211 million spent to be struggling in the league. That is absolutely embarrassing. Embarrassing. You understand? So for me right now, it's Frank Lampard out football wise. But if I'm looking at it as an Arsenal fan, knowing that he has never yet beaten Arteta and will never beat Arteta, it's Lampard in. Frankwell is doing very well.
All right, before I move on to Demo to give his analysis, I'm hearing a feedback, gentlemen. Whichever one of you is listening to the thing, turn it off. All right, before I move on to Demo to get his analysis, we are going to have a giveaway moment, our first giveaway moment of our show. So, guys, it's a credit giveaway, and this is the question. The first person to answer correctly to this question will win a credit of their choice, and I think it's a $100 credit or 108. So,
Of a choice.
whether it be a Flow or Digicel, then we'll get to that point. But the question is, who scored the first goal in the Leicester versus Newcastle match? First person to answer will be the winner. All right, Demo, continue. What do you make of the
Yeah,
match?
yeah. So for me, it was literally literally men against boys, as I think Sheikh said. Pep Guardiola totally outclassed Frank Lampard. You can tell the difference. They had no striker in that game. Kevin De Bruyne had to be playing the false nine, and he just totally outclassed Chelsea. Chelsea, I think, apart from Reece James not being in that team, I think most Chelsea fans would say that's their best 11. I think based off of form, right?
Alright, Dima, hold on a second.
Mhm.
We have a winner because Shakes is disqualified, so just know so you're not into this. Diamond, Tom's boy, Swag, Becky, you're the winner. So just hit up, just message us and we'll get your info.
Yeah,
Continue,
so
Dimo.
yeah, so Chelsea just got totally outclassed, and I'm saying I thought that most Chelsea fans would agree that that was their best team apart from Reece James, and you can argue Havertz, but Havertz haven't really light up the league since him come in. You know what I mean? And so you just can't see the difference in class. Kevin De Bruyne was on some smoke. Gundogan was on some smoke. Phil Foden was on some smoke. Like City were just balling. I have to big up Phil Foden because for me he was the man of the match. His influence, I think he got a goal and an assist as well, and his influence was just there. And we said on the stream that if Aguero is back, they're going to win the game. But they didn't even need Aguero. And Chelsea, like a lot of fans get excited for Lampard and all of the stuff that he's doing, but he didn't do anything with Derby. He take them to the playoff, and they lost the playoffs. So it's not like he brought them up and he did all of this stuff. He actually has not won anything or done anything of any significance. So you can tell that he needs experience, and I don't think that he's the man to lead them to a title and winning anything. But Pep just totally outclassed him on the day.
But
James, I think
why you all running away to saying that it was a Phil Foden show? I mean, hear none of the man them with it.
it was. That's what I was
So
about.
so that me just say Foden.
Yeah. Him and my boy Saka had a good weekend. That's okay.
Oh, and I must say,
Once the show run gone past you.
Me no want to leave this. Timo Werner actually played as a striker this time, and I don't want to hear any excuses anymore about Timo Werner. He's the German Shane Long, and I will not stop saying that until him prove me wrong.
True.
No excuses this
Dimo,
time.
don't let me mute you. Don't try to disrespect my German player.
We no argue same play on the left and him play on the right and all of this thing, and now he plays straight through the middle. Still ineffective.
True.
Why
Very.
is Giroud not playing?
Exactly, and them keep on across the ball inside and no Giroud.
And Drew, I know Drew. Stupid.
All right, so
Chelsea need to
we move on.
sacrifice.
Romario was saying something?
Chelsea has to sacrifice one of those expensive attacking players and get another potential midfielder inside the team.
Which expensive attacker? Remember that Havertz hasn't been starting in it. So
Havertz has 70 million. Then pay for
Get out
Havertz.
one of them.
72 to be precise.
Him and Pepe is
All right, question.
Hold on. It's not just Pepe. I think it's three players, Pepe, Morata.
no.
I guess what? Morata, because I remember that Morata came in and started to wear the number 29 shirt. Havertz is wearing the same shirt, having the same effect that Morata did at Chelsea. But Kyle, you have something to say?
Yeah, may I say, I'm not fire Lampard just yet still. Right, because all right, in the Champions League, I'm not telling a lie. In Champions League run, I go and good. All right, unlike we were drop out, so all not really have that much pressure upon him. Understand? Because I swear, would I get fire? Like, me don't know which monkey in my power with or when get him oil from. I swear when I get fire after that big disgrace, right? So Champions League wise, Lampard, I'm going good, right?
All right.
League wise,
Kyle, may I stop you right in your chat. You remember what Sheikh said? You remember what Sheikh said earlier on?
Yeah.
There's a man called Roman Abramovich. You see, if you're not doing well in the Premier League, the man they're ready for kick you. So don't come with that fam.
Yeah, but as me say,
Wait no.
Finish, Kyle. Quick and fast.
Yeah, we know what's Abramovich as here. We look for Chelsea track record with manager. I think them change the most manager in the league. If you look on Chelsea track record and his leadership,
Abramovich,
right?
yeah.
So we know that for a fact. All right. So here what Lampard need to do now. Yes, the team are wearing. I don't know what wrong with him striker. Right. I guess him can try to play two striker him and Giroud. Right. And the midfield. Matter of fact, Chelsea on a whole, them not have no aggression because I say Phil Foden na body Zuma. Look on Zuma body. Right. And then look on Phil Foden. That don't make no sense. Like no sense. So I think Chelsea lack confidence going forward and aggression. Them now like with Man United with the lack aggression, but I can see it in Man United players. I think Chelsea now lack that, and they need to. I don't know. You believe in a team. Like you need to drop team. You need to just drop him.
Yeah,
I
just
try
give
to
him
play
ball
him
a
and
break.
Giroud.
Give him a break.
I try to play him and Giroud together
Mm.
and see if him can get like experience a little, from Giroud. I mean,
All
I
right,
said no
all
mistake.
right.
I remember I said Giroud himself, he wasn't so clinical,
Kyle, finish up.
right? So we could just give him a little chance. I probably Abramovich just, write him up. But maybe I give him a little chance. Nah, write
All
him
right.
off.
We're going to move on to the final fixture that took place earlier on today, and oh boy, can I tell you how happy I am?
They come
I
out,
am one of
man.
the happiest fella. I saw a certain man come out and say, "Oh, Trent have the best 1v1 tackle rate." Then point out something. Trent Alexander-Arnold lost the ball 38 times in the match today. Remember that he was also substituted,
Yes, under 90 minutes. Right.
38 times. Why holding on it, boss, man? It's your
Make a
time to
Everybody
take
have a
over the
bad
floor.
game. The player
Not
just have
hearing
a
you,
bad
boss, man. Not hearing you. Not hearing you.
If you don't want to continue, you can just go ahead in the boss and have the floor, brother.
It's your time, man. And guess what? The one man that Liverpool chose to sold from sold back to Southampton or sold to Southampton was the one who came to hurt them. Danny Hinks. Go ahead, Mr.
All
D.
right, so let me just point this out straightforward, and I see somebody in a comment said earlier about emotion. Listen to me. I have been following Liverpool from 1999. I was 9 years old playing FIFA, and a Liverpool my pick and start following. No, me don't want nobody tell me about my side and don't tell me anything about Liverpool. I am passionate about Liverpool, and don't tell me to leave emotions outside, because the Sky Sports the mark up on top of this. It's a sports frenzy. This is not Sky Sports. I am emotional, and I'm going to, whenever I talk about Liverpool, I'm going to be emotional. Zine, no, to this. And as you can see from my hashtag, I'm going to say really clap. I am taking this back all the way to this game when me mentioned against Michelin. Zine, clap go out there and him go play Diego Jota in a meaningless game. The man get out and he won't be back until Valentine's Day, when everybody am at baby. Valentine's Day, Jota will be coming back. Zine? And I am telling you, all of those results that we have had, the field results, you can tell that those games were screaming out for Diego Jota, because before he got injured, Jota was scoring for fun. Either if him start, and you can just tell the front three just seems so complacent now. Zine, and Jota is not there to wait them up, right? That's the first thing we may beat clap for. That Michelin game. Zine, then we come and we start, like, when we look at the fixtures, we probably have had the easiest run of games through the Christmas period. Zine, I may tell you we only probably get how much points we get, I don't know. Not like we concede a bag of goals, because we probably conceded 3 goals in 5 games, right? But we're not scoring goals. Now, me see
Demo.
clap, play.
Demo.
Let me just finish, Levan. Yeah, I get your time. That's why I never want to see nothing about the other game, them, because I want my time for this, brother. I
Go
want
on,
my
man.
time. Zine, clap, come. And against Spurs, the game we win against Spurs, Klopp play Reece Williams and Fabinho as centre back against Son and Keane, two of the hottest prospects in the Premier League right now. And you come here against who just play a while ago? Who the game we just play a while ago?
Southampton.
Liverpool B.
Southampton. And you decide you are going to play Jordan Henderson as centre back. So not only are you weakening my midfield, where Jordan Henderson is pivotal, but you're not the confidence where the youth them supposed to have from having games. And unlike so them have shackers when them play, not Phillips and Reese Williams. Them not have no shacker. They're natural centre backs. Thiago is coming back. You want Thiago, Henderson, and Wijnaldum to play that game in the midfield, right? And then you are gonna come and you're gonna play the man a centre back. For what reason? And people are gonna say it wasn't fit. Henderson was the one who played the man onside in the free kick. He was the one who he never push up because he's not a defender. He never push up and the man was played onside because of Jordan Henderson at centre back. Zine? And people are gonna say I know him fault why we lose and Klopp, you cannot do that. Mino. Zine? After Crystal Palace, we will drop the 7. Mino had one of his best games in a Liverpool shirt. And you can't see back the man from Crystal Palace. How that possible? How that makes sense? I mean, I got call out Jurgen Klopp. You're still the best manager of the world. But when time him do them stupidness, brother, I'm annoyed and it lead me for things like this, brother. Them things that lead me to it don't make any sense, bro.
Come, bro.
Yeah, but
Let's
Demo,
take
who do you
a shot at and wipe away the tears. Come on.
Mino.
What? Who me do what?
Who your job for Mino?
You can pick any one of the front three you want. Bring them off of the bench. You cannot have the game when Mino have against Crystal Palace and we'll play much other games after that. And you don't come and the man can't like him in the basement lock up. Like the man not even come off of the bench. Where chase a goal, I see Klopp bring on Milner, a right back. Milner, brother? Where Milner come do?
Arnold was having a terrible game.
Listen to me. Alexander Arnold, they have a crap game. But him still switch the ball from them diagonal pass where they cause them problems in the second half. He was the one making them big switch all the way over to the next side diagonal. He was doing that. And that's why he lost the ball so many times because he got intercepted a lot of times. He might try them passes there. Because he might try and make things happen. And the only person who can get, because I'm going to wrap up now, can leave the pitch with any form of credibility. Robertson always decent. But Thiago, like the man play up on a yellow card from probably the second minute when them scored the goal. Zine, the second minute, and the man still come out and show him class playing the forward pass. Sadio Mane can't, like, why them can't finish a shot? Like, man, understand one shot on target? One?
Alright, hold on.
One?
Real Eden. Demo is ranting and also crying at once.
No, so one, brother. You see Roberts getting at the space, and for the man kick the ball off of the goal, he might try cut it back. When Southampton pack up the whole of every single Southampton player in the box.
I'm absolutely enjoying this, honestly.
Bro, take a shot. And now we can go a third after City and think they play their match. Third. And they are first, all because of some stupid. And I'm like I say, Michelin versus Liverpool away. And remember, Liverpool fans coming at me and tell me about, Jota, anybody can get injured. I don't care. It was an unnecessary injury, bro. Jota did not have to play the game.
Shakes, aren't you enjoying
this? The front three just look like them. Salah have 13 goals this season. I can tell you, he missed probably 40 chances. Zine? The front three just look fatigued. I don't know. Salah played today. Oxlade Chamberlain played today. People cuss out Curtis Jones. And I might tell it like Oxlade Chamberlain not do no better than Curtis Jones. Him just a come back from injury. Why are you rushing them back? Just put like me give up, bro. Me give up. Me done. Good goal from Danny Ings. That's it. Henry is not a centre back. You cannot do that. Play not Phillips. Play Reese Williams, brother. Play the man them as a defender. They're the defenders that you have. Don't take out one of your midfielder where you need and your captain for run the midfield. Like, right, come on, bro.
All right, Devo. But easy now. So, that being said, we have come to the end of the review, and the best was saved for last because I absolutely enjoyed that. Around 5 to 7 minutes out of crying, I enjoyed it. Trust me.
But
before that, Klopp need to stop the whining. Stop watch what Manchester United is doing.
That
We
I
can
go
address
watch
that.
that.
We can address that, please. Please,
That I
remember just do it.
1
1 minute.
minute, quick and fast.
Brother, him need to stop this nonsense, youth. Him need to stop. The man come out and I talk about Bruno about penalty. Which what we ma talk about? What is he talk? Him keep on and do them something after him do some stupidness. Him come and talk about penalty and Manchester United get too much penalty.
Yeah, Jason.
Like, what?
When did Manchester United play, Jason? Friday.
On Friday.
And today's
Bro.
what? Monday. So that's how we living at the man head.
Talk about how you play Jordan Henderson as centre back and play the man on side.
All right, Demo. But with that being said, we've come to the end of the live. Well, the end of the review, and trust me, it was a very good one. I enjoyed every minute of it, especially that last part with Demo just crying and more crying. Brother, I don't see why you come on the show with the any and you don't take a shot. What sense does that make?
Honestly,
But on a serious note now, there will be the Carabao Cup this week, and I just want the score prediction. Tottenham Brentford, Shakes, quick and fast up. Just the score line. Not here, Shakes.
Tottenham to win 2-1. Tottenham to win 2-1.
Alright, Demo.
Tottenham 2-0.
Bones.
Tottenham to lose 1-0.
Romario.
Tottenham 3-1.
Jason.
3-1 Spurs.
And the big match of the semi-final, the Manchester Derby. Start with Jason.
There's a score line.
Yeah. I can give you a minute, just a minute to analyze, because we've got to wrap up soon.
Well, in
Scoreline. Give me the scoreline.
1-0 United.
Romario. Not here, remember.
City 2-1.
Alright, Demo.
I actually think Manchester United will win this game. I have beaten stick that. So United to win 2-1.
Bones.
City to win 3-1.
Love that prediction. Shakes.
Man U 2-1.
Alright, with that being said, guys, I've come to the end of the live. It was a very successful live tonight again. And I love the support that has been coming in. And as I said, it was the first live of the year. And I hope you guys will keep on tuning in as we try to grow even bigger and better and try to make the program itself bigger and better. And I saw what y'all been saying in the comment section, so I don't think I'll leave you out. It's just that this show was about some emotions, but all in all, it was a good show. Tonight we had like 34 lives, 35 views at once, in which that was respectable. Just hope to keep on see it improving. And also, it was the first night of giveaways. I want to say congrats to the person that won tonight. And as I told her, she should contact us and let us get her details so we can pass on her prize. And with that being said, before I even move on, let me call the person name. Diamond Tomboy Swag Becky. That's the person that will won the credit. So
Big up
congrats,
yourself.
because Shakes commented, but Shakes knows him banned from that. So I don't know why. Don't know why. But all in all, people, that's the first of many giveaways that will happen on this program. All you need to do is just tune in, because at any given point we could just pop a question and there will be a giveaway. So just tune in. Thank you guys, and we thank everyone that was on the panel tonight. Shakes, Bones, Demo, Romario, Jason, Kyle, Kyle is still here, so let me bring him up. Yeah, man, bless up Kyle for passing through for the first time being on the panel, and hope it won't be his last. Just hope say Kyle watch more of the matches. But big up to everybody, and as I said, thank you all for watching. Keep on tuning in, and I want to say thank you again to the producer. Man has been doing very great, and for those who don't know, yesterday was the producer birthday as well.
Yeah,
So
man.
big up to the producer himself, and again the graphic designer. The man has been doing a pretty job. Demo, big up again.
Yeah, man.
Blessings, people. Enjoy the rest of your night. And stay tuned for the next live that will take place on Friday. Until then, peace out. Enjoy yourselves.
Big up,
And
big up.
wish nothing but success for y'all for the new year.